Wow. Wow. It's staggering to just think about the potential there in terms of what could be coming.
Yeah, I think the one really important thing to keep in mind, because a lot of folks are kind of scared of this, in the sense that wow, look at all the, how different everything might be. And that's true, but the thing to remember is, we are not starting with an ideal case where everything is great, we are optimized, and the scientists are just going to mess it up, and we're going to make things worse. We are in no way optimized. Evolution doesn't care about our intelligence. It doesn't optimize for happiness, or for fairness, or for any of the things we value. Evolution optimizes for biomass. That's it, just different ways of being alive. And so this idea that being able to change our own structure is somehow scary, it's scary, and it's scary to grow up, and it's scary to realize that we are the adults in the room, so to speak, and it's now on us to control these things. But that's not because before they were handled by a wise, sort of creator that did things for the best. We've kind of left that story behind. Now we realize that nobody was at the wheel, like literally nobody. And so if we're scared, do we not think we can do better than nobody? I mean, I can imagine being scared that we can't do better than some supreme intelligence. That's a reasonable fear. But if it's literally nobody controlling this, I think we can do better than that. So I think that's what we need to realize, is that we are not some sort of optimized result of some process that had our welfare in mind. That's just not where we came from. So we can definitely do better.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, as we talked about previously, it's moving away from, I don't know, I guess I could say a sort of distributed intelligence, where there's all forms of life are sort of contributing in this evolutionary game and competing against one another. It's like all of a sudden, if we take the reins, or the steering wheel, or whatever metaphor you want to use, that comes with an immense responsibility to figure out a lot of really complex ethical questions, in terms of, all right, if before the whole game was maximizing biomass and that got us to here, now what is our game, and how are we going to do it better? And I think that's
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. But keep in mind, it didn't just get us to here, it got us to here, but also to the smallpox virus, and to various parasites that cause river blindness, and to degenerative diseases, and cancer, and all kinds of things we don't actually need to have. It comes with a lot of responsibility, but I think it's pretty standard to, again, if the alternative is no one is in charge and things just sort of roll forward as best as they can, I don't know what the other option is. I think ethically, if you find out that when you find out, as we did, via Darwin and folks around him, when you find out that actually no one is running things to improve or for anybody's benefit, and you find out that you might be able to, morally you're compelled to, like, we have to. I don't know what the other moral choice is. It was okay to leave it alone when you thought somebody better was in control, but now it's us. So we have to. Yes, very hard choices to make, but doing nothing is not an option.
Yeah, I'm sure that will stir up all kinds of emotions in a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's it feels like a turning point in evolutionary history, and definitely in our individual history, our cultural history, but I think in terms of, arguably the planet as well. It's
I think so. It's a growing up. It's a growing up and realizing that now you're the only one that can make changes, and trying to figure out what's the best way to do that. Yeah.